Playing as the forward, Erling Haaland had scored a number of goals for Red Bull Salzburg in Austria. In September 2019, on his Champions League debut against Genk, the striker announced himself on the European stage with a superb first-half hat-trick. He also scored in every one of the first 5 group games of Champions League and became the first teenager to do so. Later on, during the transfer window, he left for Borussia Dortmund. During that season, in 22 league games, he bagged 28 goals. It's common to have a great start to one's career, but rare to keep scoring as you grow older. It seems like Erling's constantly improving and taking his game to the next level. Now, the 21-year-old football sensation is finally going to be a part of Manchester City. It's a huge moment, even for one of the world's most exciting attacking talents. Hi, and welcome back to the channel Erling Braut Haaland Live. Our video today is about how Erling Haaland became so good. Before starting with the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, hit the bell icon so you can get instant updates. After Erling's dad, Alf Inge Haaland, left Manchester City in 2003, along with his family he returned to Bryn, a small town of around 12,000 people in the southwest of Norway. Erling Haaland, who was born in Leeds, began his career from Bryn. He was 3 at the time. At the age of 8, the young forward was moved up a year group due to his exceptional skills. Because of his obvious promise, Berntsen began to coach the talented lad as he found him to be good in technical, tactical and mentality as well. Perhaps Haaland had such great skills from a young age because he comes from a household that lives and breathes sports. Both of Erling Haaland's parents were active in athletics. Erling Haaland's dad is an ex-Nottingham Forest, Leeds United and Manchester City footballer who played at both positions of defense and midfield. During his career, he scored some beautiful goals shuttling between the middle and back. Unfortunately, his career was cut short when Roy Keane smashed his cleats right onto the side of Alf Haaland during a horrific tackle. Still, he was impressive throughout his career. Not only Erling's father, but his mother, Marita Braut, back in the day used to be an athlete as well. I should probably say a heptathlete. The heptathlon is a sport where women compete in 7 different track and field combined events. So we can say that Erling Haaland's mother is responsible for most of her son's hidden sporting genes. Hailing from an athletic family was the perfect start for the Norwegian star footballer. But it is said, talent without hard work is a waste. And Haaland was certainly not going to waste his skills.
Out at this stage in the last 3 years, winning the Champions League has become a holy grail for them.
From an early age, he learned how to behave, be it as a footballer or be it in the dressing room. Haaland also came to know the importance of having fun and to enjoy the practice as much as possible. However, as soon as he got on the pitch, he was totally focused on the game.
Bryne.
Yes. He had an enormous grit, and that you can't teach anyone. During his early years, Haaland was short and thin. As most guys were bigger than him when he moved up a year, he came up with ways to get past them. He had to rely on tactics and agility rather than strength and muscle. His training was always competitive, and as a result, the young forward stood out and scored goals at a regional and national level. In fact, the only time he struggled to find the net during his career was in that first season with the senior team at Bryn. As Erling turned 15, he learned important lessons. Now that he had developed swiftness, he knew he had to develop strength as well. So he trained even harder and built his physique, and hence was able to score against the adults too. During that time, not only the little master developed muscles, but he gained height as well. At 16, Haaland moved to Molde, and then 2 years later to Salzburg, eventually joining Dortmund. Haaland, being a tall, blonde Norwegian, reminds one of Vikings coming to the UK thousands of years ago. However, Haaland is peaceful, but scores goals aggressively. He's strong and his technical abilities are great. His coach thought the world's top clubs were slow to appreciate Haaland's potential when he was at Salzburg, although Dortmund has proved a great place for nurturing his talent. But the clubs did notice him, and now the 21-year-old is all set to join Manchester City. It is believed that this Norwegian is one of the few players who can take Manchester City to another level, along with the kind of players like Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne and Raheem Sterling. To have these kinds of athletes is definitely a plus for a striker.
Fully aware of that. And clever player, and he's picked a lovely ball there to Royce. Haaland was on the move there. And they've given the ball to Haaland there. Helped it forward to Royce. Can he meet? Goalkeeper comes out. And the referee's given the free kick to Manchester City for Royce's follow-through on the goalkeeper.
Since he made his first team debut at Brighton 6 years ago, Haaland's life has changed beyond recognition.
Ich freue mich. Guten Rutsch, lieber BVB fans.
Hello BVB fans, Erling Haaland here. Looking forward to joining this fantastic club. Now let's...
Even though Norway has failed to reach this year's World Cup, the 21-year-old is considered as one of his country's finest ever players. Norway has had some great players, but in the country's entire football history, there hasn't been anyone so close to the top of the world. Norwegians think he's already passed the best players of Norway. Erling's proved himself by competing with his generation's best players and has shown great promise in the Champions League as well. Whenever Haaland returns to Brighton, he still manages to find some quiet time despite his huge profile. The whole town of Brighton is a fan of Erling and appreciates him, as he's made all of them proud. That's the end of our video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and comments in the section below. See you next time.